Hello students, welcome all of you at Ariser Talent. How are you all? I hope you are doing absolutely good. So, we were discussing about the chapter of our physics of class 10 that is about the electricity, and in our previous lecture we have a discussion about the resistances. We have discussed that the resistances in the series and parallel will give you the different formulas, and these formulas especially are very important for solving the numerical problems from your CBSE as well as NTSC exams, and these questions will carry a large marking questions. It means either 3 marks, 4 marks or the 5 marks question will be arises from this topic, that is the solution of the circuits containing series and the parallel combination of the resistances. Now, in our today's lecture, we are going to deal with heating effect of current and its application. So, let's discuss heating effect of current. Now, before starting heating effect of the current, just take the general examples from your outside environment or from your day-to-day life. You have just seen that when the blades of the fan keep rotating, it means जब हम fan को on करते हैं तो उसकी जो blades होती है वो rotate करती है. It will provide a cooling effect to us. Then after some times, you see that if a fan is operating at a very large time, the blades of the fan will start producing heat. It means after some time the device will dissipate heat and the blades of the fan will become warm. So we have generally observed this case in our day-to-day life that अगर हम फैन को स्विच ऑफ करेंगे तो कुछ टाइम के बाद क्या होगा, उसकी ब्लेड्स पे अगर हम टच करके देखेंगे तो इट इज फाउंड दैट कि वो थोड़ी सी हॉट हो जाएंगी, वो थोड़ी सी वार्म हो जाएंगी. वो वार्म क्यों होगी? इट मीन्स कि जब भी हमने कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस को ऑन किया है, इसका मतलब ये है कि किसी ना किसी फॉर्म में उसमें डिसिपिएशन ऑफ एनर्जी हो रहा है, और वो डिसिपिएशन किसकी फॉर्म में हो रहा है? वो डिसिपिएशन हीट की फॉर्म में हो रहा है. तो यही बेसिकली क्या है? हीटिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ द करंट. अब यूजुअली होता क्या है, जब हम किसी भी कंडक्टर में से किसी भी मेटालिक डिवाइस में जैसे ही हम करंट को फ्लो करवाते हैं, इट मीन्स अगर हम उसको एक्सटर्नल सोर्स और बैटरी से कनेक्ट करते हैं तो क्या होता है, उसमें से रैपिडली इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फ्लो करना स्टार्ट करते हैं. देन what will happen, these electrons will collide with the positive ions in the battery, then collision between the positive ions and electrons go on. Then after some amount of energy or some amount of current is produced to run that device, and some amount of energy is always dissipated either in the form of heat or maybe in the form of the light. It means उस करंट का कुछ पार्ट तो उस डिवाइस को ऑपरेट करने के काम आता है और कुछ पार्ट हमेशा एनर्जी की फॉर्म में डिसिपिएट हो जाता है. अब वो जो एनर्जी की फॉर्म्स होती है वो या तो हीट होगी या फिर वो लाइट होगी, और उसी को हम बोलते हैं हीटिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. एंड this rule is also known as Joule's law of heating because it is given by Joule in 1841. So, what is heating effect of electric current? When two ends of any conductor are connected to an external battery, current will start flowing. Current will start flowing, and this current is basically used to run that device, but in some cases the energy is also dissipated in the form of heat and light. So, current will start flowing and it will run the device, and some form of energy is dissipated in the form of heat. and this dissipated energy is known as the heating effect of electric current. So this process is known as heating effect. So this process is actually known as heating effect of electric current we have. So I hope it might be clear to you that what actually the heating effect is. Now, heating effect of current is also known as Joule's law of heating. So this heating effect of current is also known as Joule's law of heating. Why it is known as Joule's law? Because it was discovered by a scientist named Joule in 1841. So, Joule's law of heating basically states that whenever you run any electric appliances, the heat produced in the circuit will be directly proportional to the three factors. Now, let's see what are these factors. Suppose H is the heat produced in the circuit. Now, basically, the three cases arises here. The first case will be heat produced is directly proportional to square of current. It means सर्किट में जो हीट प्रोड्यूस्ड होगी वो स्क्वायर ऑफ करंट के डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होगी. सो वी कैन राइट दैट H is directly proportional to I square because we will denote the current by the I square we have. So this is our first condition. Now the second condition will be जो सर्किट में हीट प्रोड्यूस हुई है वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होगी रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द सर्किट. So we can write that heat produced is directly proportional to resistance of circuit. Now, what is the second condition saying? That H is directly proportional to R. So this is the second condition we have. Now, the third condition is the heat produced in the circuit will be directly proportional to the time. Time means time taken by the electrons or time taken by electrons to move in the conductor we have. So, the third condition will be heat produced we are writing the third condition here. Heat produced is directly proportional to time. It means this H will be directly proportional to small t. Now, you can see here that heat produced is directly proportional to I square, heat produced is directly proportional to R, and the heat produced is directly proportional to T. If I am going to combine all these conditions, what we will get here? Combining all these conditions, what we are getting here? that H is directly proportional to I square RT. We are combining all the three conditions we have provided here, that is I square R and T, and we will get this formula. H is directly proportional to I square RT. Now, if I am going to remove that proportionality constant, I have to put a constant here. So, what I am doing here, I am writing H equal to I square RT upon J. H is equal to I square RT upon J, and what is J? J here is Joule's mechanical equivalent of energy. So, here J will be Joule mechanical equivalent. This J is known as Joule's mechanical equivalent of heat, and its value is J equal to 4.18 kilojoule per mole. So, this is the standard and the fixed value for the Joule's mechanical constant, because we are using the constant here. Now, we have seen that we have calculated the heat here. So, heat must be calculated in a unit known as calorie. We will calculate the heat will be in calorie. So, you can see here the heat produced in the circuit is directly proportional to the three factors, that is I square, R and T. After combining these factors, we are getting a formula, that is H equal to I square RT upon J. This numerical will be, this formula will be useful for solving some of the numericals. So, just remember this formula. So, this is about the heating effect of the current. Now, the question arises here, is this heating effect of current useful or it is unuseful to us? So, the answer here will be, in some cases this heating effect is useful, but in some cases the heating effect of the current will be not applicable. So, the answer of this question is that in some cases the heating effect of the current is useful, but in some cases the heating effect might not be applicable. So, let's discuss about the applications of heating effect of electric current. So, now the topic is about applications of heating effect of electric current. Now, the heating effect of a current, it means that the heat produced in the circuit is actually an inevitable phenomena. It means you can't stop this phenomena because it is occurring naturally in some systems. But in some cases, this heating effect is desirable, but in some other cases, this effect is not desirable. Suppose we are talking about electrical motors, electrical pumps, electrical generators. These are the heavy load devices we have. So, in these cases, if the heat is dissipated in the form of the energy, this is completely undesirable. So, for the machineries with the heavy load like electric heater, transformer, or we have seen that generators we are using, in this type of the devices, the energy that is dissipated in the form of heat is completely undesirable. But there are some devices in our day-to-day life where the heating effect is working and they will follow the Joule's law of heating. It means these devices are working on the Joule's law of heating. So, let's first discuss about the devices which are working on the Joule's law of heating. So, we have a list of devices. So our first device that we are using in our homes is electric heater. Second one is electric kettle. Third one is electric oven. Fourth one is electric toaster. So these are few of the devices which we are using at our homes, and these devices basically works on the Joule's effect of heating. They are following the Joule's law. It means if we are running this device at our homes, this will dissipate a small amount of energy, and this energy is useful to us because in some cases heating effect is desirable and in some cases heating effect is not desirable. Now we have seen that if we are continuously running the fan for a longer period of the time, after some time when you switch off the fan, the blades of the fan will become very hot. They are hot because heat is dissipated from the circuit, and this is known as the heating effect of the current we have. Similarly, you have seen that whenever a bulb is glowing, bulb is a small electric bulb is a small device that is again working on the heating effect of the current. So the heat produced in the bulb is dissipated and it will give you a light. That's why the bulb emits light and it will start glowing. But what actually happens here, in the bulb you have a filament that is made up of the tungsten. Tungsten is a material which is having a very high melting point. So this tungsten is keep isolated from the other part of the circuit on an insulated base, so this filament will not get melt easily and this will disrupt the flow of current in the circuit. So in case of the bulb, we see that if the small amount of energy is produced, some energy is dissipated in the form of the heat and some will be needed to emit the radiations from that bulb. It means for glowing that bulb. So हमने ये देखा कि अगर हम इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब को यूज करते हैं तो इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब में क्या होता है, कुछ टाइम के बाद अगर हम उसको ज़्यादा टाइम के लिए ऑपरेट करेंगे या ज़्यादा टाइम के लिए हम उसको यूज़ करेंगे तो कुछ टाइम के बाद वो बल्ब गर्म हो जाता है. इट मीन्स उस बल्ब में जो हीट प्रोड्यूस हुई है, जो एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस हुई है, तो कुछ एनर्जी तो हीट की फॉर्म में डिसिपेट हो गई और कुछ एनर्जी जो यूजफुल थी वो कहाँ पर काम आई, उस बल्ब को ग्लो करने के लिए. और हम बल्ब में एक फिलामेंट लगाते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द सिल्वर कलर फिलामेंट यूज्ड इन द बल्ब. दिस फिलामेंट इज मेड अप ऑफ द टंगस्टन. So the tungsten is a material having a very high melting point, so it will not get melt easily whenever there is any disruption in the circuit. So this is the application of heating effect of current we have in our day-to-day life, that is in the form of the electric bulb. So first application will be electric bulb. In this electric bulb, we have seen that how actually the heating effect of the current working, and heat dissipated here and some amount of current is used to emit light from that bulb, and we have used a filament that is made up of the tungsten. And this tungsten is having a very high melting point, approximately 3830 Kelvin. So it is one of the application of the heating effect of the electric current in our day-to-day life. Now you have also heard about the term that is called fuse. It means हमने बहुत बार एक term सुनी है that is called fuse. Fuse क्या होता है एक सर्किट में? Fuse का मतलब है, fuse एक सेफ्टी डिवाइस है जो हमारे सर्किट को प्रिवेंट करता है अगर हमारे सर्किट में एक्सेस करंट फ्लो कर जाएगा. So अगर हमारे सर्किट में एक्सेसिव करंट फ्लो कर जाएगा तो it will damage the circuit, it will break the circuit. So a fuse is used, so it will prevent the any stoppage of the flow in the circuit. So it ultimately it is protecting our device. And fuse is made up of the material which has the high melting point. So it is usually made up of the alloys. So alloys are used for making the fuse. Fuse is actually a safety device which is protecting our circuit, and it is also working on the heating effect of the electric current. So the next application is about electric fuse. Next application is about, this temperature is our 3380 degrees Celsius. Now, electric fuse is also working on the heating effect of the electric current. So firstly, what is electric fuse? It is basically a safety device. Fuse is a safety device to protect the circuit in case when excessive current flows through it. अब इसका एप्लीकेशन हमने कहाँ देखा है? सपोज हम हमारे हाउस होल्ड आर्टिकल्स हैं, जितने भी हाउस होल्ड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कंपोनेंट्स हैं, सपोज वी आर रनिंग टीवी, वी आर यूजिंग एयर कंडीशनर, वी आर यूजिंग फ्रिज, वी आर यूजिंग वॉशिंग मशीन, जितने भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गैजेट्स हैं, जितने भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक अप्लायंसेज हैं, अगर हम उनको घर में एक साथ यूज कर रहे हैं, इट मीन्स उन सबको रन करने के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए होगा? एक्सेसिव अमाउंट ऑफ करंट. अगर सर्किट हमें एक्सेसिव अमाउंट ऑफ करंट प्रोवाइड कर रहा है कि हम एसी को भी रन कर सकें, हम फ्रिज को भी रन कर सकें और हम वॉशिंग मशीन को भी रन कर सकें, इट मीन्स अगर सर्किट में एक्सेसिव करंट फ्लो कर रहा है तो उस सर्किट को प्रोटेक्ट करने का काम कौन करेगा? फ्यूज. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि फ्यूज एक ऐसा सेफ्टी डिवाइस है जो कि हमारे सर्किट को प्रिवेंट करता है जब उसमें एक्सेसिव करंट फ्लो करता है. अब फ्यूज क्या होता है? ये एक वायर की फॉर्म में होता है. अब ये जो वायर होती है, या तो वो एक मेटालिक वायर होगी या फिर वो किसी भी अलॉय की वायर होगी. सो इट इज सिंपली अ वायर ऑफ मेटल और अलॉय. इट मीन्स ये एक वायर होगी, वो मेटल की भी हो सकती है और वो अलॉय की भी हो सकती है. नाउ ये जो सिंपली मेटालिक और अलॉय वाली वायर है जो हम फ्यूज की तरह फॉर्म में ले रहे हैं, इसको हम ओपनली नहीं रख सकते. सो वी हैव टू पुट इट इन अ एनक्लोजर मेड अप ऑफ द पोर्टलैंड मटेरियल. सो जनरली जो हम कार्टिएज बनाते हैं इसको प्लेस करने के लिए, वो पोर्टलैंड मटेरियल का होता है. सो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट आई एम राइटिंग हियर, it is enclosed in a cartridge made up of porcelain. तो इस मेटालिक वायर को हम पोर्टलैंड में प्लेस करते हैं जो कि इलेक्ट्रिक फ्यूज का काम करती है. नाउ जो इलेक्ट्रिकल फ्यूज हमारे पास अवेलेबल होते हैं उनकी रेटिंग होती है 1 एम्पियर, 2 एम्पियर, 3 एम्पियर. तो ये सारी रेटिंग्स में हमारे पास में फ्यूज अवेलेबल होते हैं. सो दे आर अवेलेबल इन रेटिंग ऑफ 1 एम्पियर, 2 एम्पियर and up to 10 ampere rating. These fuse are generally available. So what we have seen here, the heating effect of electric current, that is known as the Joule's law of heating, has a wide variety of application in the equipments we are using in our day-to-day life. Electric oven, electric kettle, electric geyser, electrical toaster. These all are working on the heating effect of the electric current, and we have seen that in case of electric bulb and in case of electric fuse, it has also found its application because the heat is dissipated in the form of the energy which is basically used to run that devices. So this is again a very important topic from this chapter, that what is heating effect of electric current and what are its application in our day-to-day life. So usually a theory question may be arise from such part. So this lecture is over for today. We will deal with many more topics in our next lecture. Thank you so much and have a nice day.